time here at the Managed Stop, haven't we, Pete?
We have.
It's been a very, very nice country. Extremely friendly, may I say. But for now, that means it's goodbye from him.
It's goodbye from her. It's goodbye from Stockton. The Mall. We'll see you all soon.
In 5 minutes, your film, 1960s Mods and Rockers in Quadrophenia.
Suppose we took identical twins with spots. We washed one daily in ordinary soap and water, and the other in Biactol, which helps prevent a spotty face by unclogging pores and killing bacteria. Spot the difference. Biactol. It laughs in the face of spots and pokes a finger in the eye of pimples.
We're gonna make your day. In this week's Sunday Mirror magazine, Clint Eastwood comes clean about just how dirty Harry is. Angie Dickinson is ready to blow the lid off her Hollywood love life. Leslie Grantham talks exclusively to the Sunday Mirror about why Dirty Den had to die. And a revealing new sex survey asks, are men really still beasts? Also, who's wearing what and wearing well? It's all in this week's Sunday Mirror and big colour glossy magazine. It'll make your day.
Just before 2 o'clock, the latest news headlines from Gavin Scott.
An opinion poll in The Observer puts Labour ahead of the Tories and shows that despite Dr Owen's objections, most SDP members want their party to merge with the Democrats.
The Labour leader's been claiming for some weeks now that the political climate's changing. The Observer poll appears to back him up. It puts Labour at 42%, ahead of the Conservatives for the first time for more than 2 years. They're up 5 points on last month. The Conservatives are on 41, down 6 points. The Democrats are the same as last month, on 10%. And the SDP, the same as last month too, on 3%. This will disappoint David Owen, relaxing after his party's Richmond by-election success. But whilst the doctor's now calling for electoral pacts with the Democrats, the poll shows he's out of step with SDP voters on this. 51% want a merger with the Democrats, not pacts. And only 8% said they wouldn't vote for merger.
But Dr Owen said he'd fought to keep the SBP alive. It was now a strong influence on the centre of British politics, and he intended it to stay that way. The Irish Prime Minister, Mr Haughey, has again called on Ulster's Protestant leaders to enter talks with him in a bid to break the province's cycle of violence. At the annual conference of his Fianna Fáil party in Dublin, he said unionists would not be morally justified in refusing his invitation.
The dialogue that I have in mind need not involve any commitments. Nothing need be prejudged, nothing ruled out.
The cold snap and snow have spread to the southeast. The experts say we've had the lowest atmospheric pressure since records began more than 100 years ago, though the depression's now moving away. Snow yesterday left cars and their drivers stranded in parts of the north. There were scores of accidents, with black ice making conditions even more dangerous. Snow or wintry showers are expected all over the country today. Frank Bruno will be stepping into the ring with world heavyweight champion Mike Tyson in Las Vegas at just before 3:30. Tyson's fight record so far, 35 wins, 31 by knockouts, no defeats. We'll let you know how Bruno got on. And that's the news for now.
And tomorrow night, the best of British film. Sailors try to hide an infant on board a British battleship. The baby in the battleship is at 1:55 tomorrow night. And now, tonight's film, Quadrophenia.
Everything has to be checked and double-checked in this job, including me. If I get hungry between meals, I'm not at my best. Marathon's got what it takes to satisfy me, and when it does, I'm ready for anything.
Packed with peanuts, Marathon really satisfies.
Barbican, alcohol-free.
What do you think?
Who are they trying to fool?
Clifford is quite the bon vivant. Tonight he's entertaining. An old flame. Luckily, strong-tasting Listerine antiseptic mouthwash kills the germs that can cause bad breath. And, a recent report shows, Listerine can also kill germs that form plaque.
Oh, Clifford.
Listerine antiseptic mouthwash.
Hello.
Strong enough to take your breath away.
Hi. I just moved in next door. Could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Sure.
Be right with you.
When you go all out for taste, go for the great taste of Diet Pepsi.
You okay in there?
Here's your Diet Pepsi.
Thanks. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all.
Taste. The difference with Diet Pepsi.
Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Where is Pepe? Where's Pepe?
Where's?
Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Come on. Where's Pepe?
Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe?
Can I say anything else besides that?
Wake up. Shower. Feed the cat. Breakfast. Kellogg's Start. Get up to it any time.
Is back. And this time, it's for his friend. Rambo 3, out now on video from Guild.
Companies like IBM, Wimpy, Sainsbury's, Pilkington, Ferranti International and ICI are committed to employment training. So let's train the workers without jobs to do the jobs without workers. For details, phone 0800 24 6000.
It ain't half a bar.
Notice the lack of worry lines around this man's face. The steady hand, the relaxed posture. This man has had a complete financial health check, free from allied dundom, including advice on pensions, life assurance and mortgages.
I'll see you again in 2 weeks' time with your full report. I look forward to that. Thanks a lot.
The Allied Dunbar Financial Health Check. All you have to lose are your worries.
The unique shape of body form. It gives you confidence even on your heaviest days.
Right, Willie. I just bought this on some pills. Most of the sugar turns to alcohol, you know. It's a remarkable process.
I'll see you later, Dick.
Where you going, Willie?
Where do you think I'm going?
Please, this one, Willie. No. Here's an opener. Barman charged me a quid for that. He's a bigger cowboy than you are. Shut up.
A Holston Films production.
New look, low-fat instant Horlicks. The natural way to relax.
Are you ready to compromise yet?
Compromise? There'll be no compromise as long as I'm leader of the NUWWWWW.
For those who absolutely refuse to compromise, we suggest Shape yogurt. Though virtually fat-free, Shape makes no compromise on flavor. It's nicely thick and fully fruity.
They'll give us the money, the holidays, and the pensions. But it's now go on the soft toilet paper.
There's no toilet paper. Brothers, they can forget it.
Shape, for those who absolutely refuse to compromise.
With the ultimate sleep system, you may need the ultimate alarm system. The ultimate sleep system from Silent Night.
We're running out of steam, Columbus. We'll never get away.
You'll be glad you had a Trevor Extra Strong Mint.
Natrel Plus, a new antiperspirant with plant extracts. Works in harmony with your body. Natrel Plus, long-lasting Natrel protection.
Now we've got this Flotex floor in the kitchen, life is so luxuriously warm and comfortable. And yet one is still blessed with a generous supply of pennies from heaven. Cheers, old chap. And it's quite extraordinary how it just wipes clean. Look at that. You could eat your dinner off it. I said you could eat your dinner off it. Oh, thank you very much. Flotex floors, warm as carpet, clean as vinyl.
On with the quick fire section, fingers on the buzzers. Who was Britain's last coalition prime minister? Contestant number 2.
Winston Churchill.
Correct. Gozzers, pinkies, and contestant number 2?
Types of fishing bait.
Correct. Who discovered number 2 again?
Louis Pasteur.
Correct. Where might...
In your ear.
Correct. What?
7.
Huh?
Runner beans.
What?
H2O.
Yeah, I bet he drinks.
Carling Black Label.
Your best bet for a fuller flavour.
Carling Black Label.
We're all geared up for the party. Non-stop music next on Night Time.
Okay, Ron, what do you think?
Well, yes, it's a... Hello, George.
We've got a lot to be proud of. We should be more aggressive, more thrusting.
I mean, look, we're national savings. We've got capital bonds.
Yes, but...
You keep them for 5 years to get a guaranteed 12% gross for every year. Guaranteed. No risk. It's a winner, Ron. It really is.
We should be shouting it from the rooftops.
Well, yes, but...
Just wait till the boss sees it.
He has seen it. It's coming down.
Have another cup of tea.
Nobody cares more for you and your savings than National Savings. Find out about capital bonds now, or you could miss out.
The boss doesn't like anything flashy.
Ah, guess who's forgotten his yogi? Now, what a shame.
There are 7 big chunks in the yogi. Just don't bite off more than you can chew.
Claire, Grandma's here. What a day.
There's a new kind of tissue in a generous new size
There you are, give him
with a new strength
Hello, darling. I'll give you Grandma a kiss.
and a new softness
Tissue with all that chocolate on your face. There, that's better.
from an old favourite. Andrex tissues. Families have been crying out for them.
Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Why are you so... Where is Pepe? Where's Pepe?
Where's?
Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Come on. Where's Pepe?
Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe? Where's Pepe?
Can I say anything else besides that?
So, Mostyn, you've started thinking about getting a mortgage? Yes, well, actually, I've already got one.
Have you? Bit quick up the mark, aren't we? Well, at the Alliance in Leicester, you can get your mortgage sorted out before you've even found a house.
Really?
Yes. Saves wasting time once you have found a place. And they can give you 0.5% off your first year's repayments. They'll even give you one of these.
Big Ears goes fishing.
What? Oh, here. It's got everything you need to know about buying a house.
You don't think you're a bit young to start worrying about a mortgage, do you?
Well, I think there comes a time in a man's life when he has to leave behind his wild, reckless years and face up to his responsibilities like a mature and sensible adult. Another milkshake?
Don't mind if I do.
Jockey topping?
Ah, no, well, I don't know.
Go on, go on.
Perhaps just a little bit.
That's what I like to hear. Get your mortgage before you found your house and be a smarter investor with the Alliance and Leicester.
If you've ever had to face indigestion, after a hasty lunch, for instance, take Settler's Tums in cherry, lemon, and orange for express relief from the discomfort. Fruit-flavoured Settler's Tums. Let your food rest in peace.
This, of course, is Night Time, and it's also news time.
The big fight has just ended in Las Vegas. A short time ago, Frank Bruno was stopped in the 5th round of the World Heavyweight Boxing Championship. He'd held out for longer than expected. He was knocked down after just 10 seconds into the fight, but cheered on by about 2,000 British fans, he fought back, catching the world champion, Mike Tyson, with some good punches. Bruno was in trouble again at the end of the second round. In the third, he was tiring and hanging on to the menacing-looking champion. In the fourth, he was taking more punishment, but still standing and fighting back. The end came in the fifth of what was scheduled to last 12 rounds. An opinion poll in The Observer puts Labour ahead of the Tories and shows that despite Dr. Owen's objections, most SDP members want their party to merge with the Democrats.
The Labour leader's been claiming for some weeks now that the political climate's changing. The Observer poll appears to back him up. It puts Labour at 42%, ahead of the Conservatives for the first time for more than 2 years. They're up 5 points on last month. The Conservatives are on 41, down 6 points. The Democrats are the same as last month, on 10%. And the SDP the same as last month too, on 3%. This will disappoint David Owen, relaxing after his party's Richmond by-election success. But whilst the doctor's now calling for electoral pacts for the Democrats, the poll shows he's out of step with SDP voters on this. 51% want a merger with the Democrats, not pacts. And only 8% said they wouldn't vote for merger.
But Dr. Owen said he'd fought to keep the SDP alive. It was now a strong influence on the centre of British politics, and he intended it to stay that way. The Irish Prime Minister, Mr. Haughey, has again called on Ulster's Protestant leaders to enter talks with him in a bid to break the province's cycle of violence. At the annual conference of his Fianna Fáil party in Dublin, he said unionists would not be morally justified in refusing his invitation.
The dialogue that I have in mind need not involve any commitments. Nothing need be prejudged, nothing ruled out.
And that's the news for now.
Well, now, late sounds for the next hour. An extra musical profile of Duran Duran at 10 to 5. Until then, more top names at the party.